gamers, and welcome to WanderCast, a podcast dedicated to the world of Wander over Yonder. This is episode 7, The Little Guy. I'm Cody.
I'm Haya.
And I'm Sunny.
And as you can tell, we are probably a little Wesley obsessed because his episode has finally aired. Now, the Wesley we've heard about in a press release a long while back that his voice actor was going to be, in there, but his premiere episode finally premiered, and it was everything we had dreamed. It was, what can you say about this episode? It was great.
It was perfect. It had everybody. It had Wander, Sylvia, Hater, Peepers, Watchdogs, Wesley. It was everything that we dreamed of.
Yeah, we saw the return of Hater after a 4 or 2, depending, a 4 episode or 2 episode absence, depending on how you define episode.
4. It's 4.
Yeah, 4 or 2. Because sometimes, 2 11 minutes make one, half hour or whatever, if you want to define it.
And Peepers 2. Of course.
Yeah, and Peepers was back, and the other Watchdogs were back, and it was great that we got to see more of Hater's ship.
Yeah.
And apparently it's sentient. It can snore?
Because why not?
Yeah. I mean, the tongue can come out, so...
And Peepers can slap the other Watchdogs with it, because why not?
Yeah.
Sure he is, though, it's the Watchdogs, but it's so funny.
Yeah, I know.
And Hater wears a retainer.
Yeah, I know! I was
What a dork, man!
I saw that, I was which is great because I wear a retainer
I
too,
do
and
too
most of the time
at night.
it's most of the time I basically wear it at night. I'm like, holy crud, he wears a retainer, what?
I wear a clueless retainer.
I used to wear a retainer, but I stopped wearing it, and I really should get back onto that, but my cat chewed up my retainer, so...
I actually have a
Yeah, that tends to happen.
I actually have a permanent
I
retainer.
don't even have a metal retainer, I have a plastic one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
the
me
one
too.
I wear at night, and then I have a permanent retainer in my underneath my teeth. I had a top one and it broke.
Oh, Sonny, that's what I have. I have a permanent, for now, permanent in my bottom, and I have one in my top that I put in. Anyway,
So Wesley,
he is cute!
so adorable,
Really cute! And I'm just glad he got, he had the perfect voice too.
Yes.
He's just a little, I know what it's like to be short too, I'm only 5 feet.
Yeah, just...
I think I'm actually less than 5 feet. Last time I took my height, I'm actually, get this, 4 feet, 11 3/4 inches.
Hey, it's tall as Michelangelo from Ninja Turtles, because that's apparently his height. That's what I read, at least.
Oh.
I'm just barely 5 feet. Apparently I am kind of short, but don't get me self-conscious about my height, because I'm never really self-conscious about my height. I'm never really self-conscious about anything, but
That makes me feel bad, because I'm a foot taller than you are. And you're older
Same
than
here.
me.
so tiny!
Yay for tall people. No for tall people.
You're adorable, though. You're tiny and adorable.
Yes.
Tiny but mighty. There we go.
Yeah. So that's in case you people are wondering, I'm only 5 feet tall, I'm actually kind of short.
You're fun-sized.
Yes. Yeah, whatever.
It's beautiful.
Bad
Anyway.
part is bad.
I don't know, but, just something I want to point out. During, some of the chase scenes, really early on in the episodes, I was getting significant WoW trailer vibes.
Yes, and there's this one part where Wesley gets pulled by Wander and Sylvia, and that is exactly from the WoW trailer.
It's almost exactly from it. I was like, they remember, they know about
I
the
was
WoW
gonna make a
trailer,
post about
sort
it,
of.
if no one noticed it. I'm gonna do it after the podcast.
You should do it. You should do, comparisons between the WoW trailer and the little guy.
Yeah, I should, yeah, I'll do that.
And they should post the high-definition version of that, because Disney Channel's making bumpers with it. You saw that one with Wander and Sylvia. That's directly from the WoW
Yeah,
trailer.
they have the bumpers now for the winter...
For the fall holidays.
Yeah, with Wander. Because the one is from him and from the prisoner where he's running, and the one's from the WoW trailer,
Yeah.
Wander and Sylvia.
Yeah, which means they have their hands on the WoW trailer, and they can release it in higher quality. If there's ever a DVD, they need to release it. We should all just talk to Craig and let him release the trailer in higher quality.
Please, Craig!
Please. We should all just spam his Twitter. Craig, release the trailer from Comic-Con 2012 in higher quality, please.
Just give us everything. Give all the deleted scenes from every episode. Give us the animags. Give us the WoW trailer. Give us everything you got.
Yeah, well, he gave us the picture of Hader with the weird skeleton ladies from The Prisoner.
Oh my god. Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he gave us that. And so maybe if we listen, he might be able to get his hands on the trailer. I don't know. Because I really do want that in higher quality.
Me too.
Because it was sort of like getting me like a couple of vibes with those like pictures in the beginning of like, you know, Wander and Sylvia like sabotaging Hader. The lines on there are a bit thinner and they sort of give off a WoW trailer vibe because if you look in that trailer, the black lines are not as thick. They're a little bit thinner.
Yeah, the characters are more off than they are in the actual show.
Yeah. But I really do love the pictures that they used for that. And then there's one of Wander with the sandwich, which may or may not have been a callback to the picnic.
It might have been, but I love Sylvia that was like laughing. Oh yeah, the one where Wander was hugging Lord Hader, Sylvia's like in the back like looking at the stars.
Yeah.
She was just like, okay, that's like when you see your non-ship and you're like, okay, oh I hate the shipping. Oh, look at the pretty sky.
Yes.
I love the fact that they drew like on Wander and Sylvia, like, cause they're so mature, and I love the fact because they drew a mustache on Wander. That just made my day. Okay.
Yeah, I know they do it, and they do like spiky things. They're like number 1 and number 2 on most hated.
They're cunning, devious tricksters.
Enemies. Arr.
So they finally learned from the prisoner that
I'm sorry, but I'm bringing back a thing from, I think it was the bad guy when he was when Wander was going around and just be like, rah, rah, rah. And I thought it was so cute, some of these noises he was making. I'm sorry, I had to mention that again.
Thank you for mentioning that, by the way.
So cute.
Are none of us not going to mention that there's a huge buff watchdog called Moose?
Oh my god! What was that?
And he just punches Wesley in the face. And he's just like, bam, and then bam, with title card, and then bam.
He's on steroids, that's my headcanon.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Sorry, I'm choking on my own saliva over here.
That's okay.
Yeah, yep.
I'm
and then,
pathetic.
you know, Wander and Sylvia, those birds in the beginning that Wander was like strumming his banjo, and like those birds look like really like Craig-like. And of course, the bird that lands on Wesley's head a little later on. I really like the design of that bird.
They look like Dr. Seuss characters.
Yeah, kind of. They do look like something out of like the 60s or like that like Yellow Submarine or something. And I'm just thinking about random parts of the episode again.
I don't hear me licking. I have a juicy drop pop here and I'm licking it, so I hope you guys don't do that.
And Wander's all like boing boing, and they have to like leap over the canyon.
That's like his, that's what he's signaling Sylvia something might happen.
His thing for the weather.
One of your favorite parts when he said that, there was the part where he wiggled his eyebrows up and down, that I was just like, oh, Sylvia!
I know. And then he boots Sylvia.
So cute!
He gets a cute little smile there. And then Sylvia's just like,
yeah. It's like, oh, come on, can we keep him? It's like, no, Wander, boop.
And a dumpy, grumpy Zabornak. Dumpy, yeah. This marks the 3rd time in the series we've heard Zabornak. I'm trying to keep it out.
Are we not going to mention the fact that and then when they brought up the pictures of them on the screen, they had mustaches and double horns?
We just did mention that.
Yep. We just did.
I didn't know that. Okay, I'll have to cut that out.
The bad guy, but the whole time during the episode, they kept referring to Wander and Sylvia as bad guys, and they drew a mustache on Wander, so it's kind of hard not to forget the bad guy, alright? I'm sorry. Still my favorite episode, but the little guys and them are fighting.
That's not the only thing in terms of callbacks. At the end, we got to see Captain Tim for like 1 second.
I was so happy when we saw him, which, makes the question, because Allison had told me that The Prisoner was supposed to air before The Pet, so I'm thinking that was a callback because The Pet had come out then, and then they had the episode where Hader people, so they had to put Captain Tim in there somewhere.
Yeah, and if you look at their Hader's got like a vision board.
Wander's hat on a grave.
And Wander's hat on a gravestone.
Why, Hater?
Like, why?
And then everybody wants Wander dead again for the last time.
Sad headcanon.
Stop with the sad endings, fandom, okay? This is what we do with our hiatuses. If you want to join the Wander fandom, be aware of our hiatuses. It's always either Wander's dead, or we make puns, or think about more sad endings. That's our fandom.
Or we're just looking around to see if Craig is lurking in the Wander over Yonder tag. And
best fandom in the world.
Also, crossovers with Frozen, because why not?
Hater is definitely Elsa. I mean, come on.
Elsa, Hater singing, let it go, let it go, can't hold it back anymore.
What are you guys talking
Hater
about?
as Elsa.
We're talking about Hater as Elsa. You
Oh.
mentioned, like, and
I didn't see Frozen, so I don't really...
Oh.
yeah.
Peepers
Peepers as Olaf, and Peepers singing in summer. Tom Kenny singing like in
I
summer.
remember a long time in the fandom. I think you made the picture. I still have it. A Wander. His head is on Kristoff, and then Sylvia's head is on.
Yeah. Wander's head on Kristoff, and Sylvia's head on.
Sven. Yeah, that was yours. I remember that.
It's basically all I
that was
think.
like. I think that was when like the Wander came out, and you were like, "Oh, this is what I think of when I see the Frozen fandom."
Yeah.
Is Olaf the one, the
Yes.
snowman?
He's
Yes.
so cute. I love Olaf.
Can you imagine Peepers as
I
Olaf?
can't picture that at all, but it's
I'm Commander Peepers, and I like warm hugs. Hater's got like his own like pajama robe, and I love
so
that.
cute. Like, he was eating popcorn just like Wander and like commentating on the video. That video was a Mystery Science Theater 3000 reference, which I'm so happy that they do those.
His room is pretty much the theater because we saw the doors to get in there in the
Yeah,
Prisoner.
we saw the video of him lifting weights in the Prisoner too.
Yeah. And then Wander was just like, whatever. Anyway, back.
Are we not going to
Down
talk?
to the planet
Are we
for
not
the
going to talk
little
about the
guy.
soup seed?
Oh yeah, the soup. And also, my friend noticed this because we were typing together on Skype as the episode aired. And she noticed that like Wesley was sleeping in Wander's hat in little pajamas, no
so
less.
Cute.
And then a moment later, Wander's hat like transported back to his
Because
head.
it is magic.
Because yeah, I guess it is magic.
I mean, that whole scene was like there was no dialogue, just visual things going on that you could tell that Wander and Sylvia were seeing that Wesley was going to change from good to bad. Which makes the question, if Wander and Sylvia could convert a watchdog to go on their side, could they do it to Lord Hater and Peepers?
Maybe. Who knows?
Because this kind of reminded me of My Little Pony Fluttershy converting Discord to good.
Discord.
So they could do that. They could convert all the watchdogs to go against Lord Hater and Peepers.
Dang it!
They sort of did that in The Greatest, but only temporarily.
How did they do it in The Greatest?
When the watchdogs went to the
Oh,
fair.
yeah, right. Yeah, I don't really count that. It's more they wanted to have a little bit fun. Like, this episode was like, the Hater and Peepers they're threats because they like having fun.
Yeah.
And they don't like having fun, but wouldn't they think their job of taking over planets is fun to them?
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, also, need I mention about the soup scene? Those scenes where, like, that one shot where Wander whips out his banjo and it looks like he's gonna use it as a weapon.
And then Wander, and then Sylvia with a knife and she's about to attack her, cutting. Yeah, so apparently Sylvia is the one that cooks instead of Wander, because a lot of people had theories that Wander was the one who could cook. I still think he can, it's just, I think Sylvia mostly cooks.
And Sylvia does that most of the time. Oh, either way, I wanted some of that soup. That looked good.
I thought it was gumbo. Because they put carrots in
gumbo.
it. Because Princess of the Frog had, like, gumbo and it was, like, red, but that's just my theory.
I haven't watched Princess and the Frog in a while. And, of course, the concept of watchdogs eating comes up yet again if it hasn't come up enough. My friend is still confused, like, how do they eat? And I was like, you shouldn't question it.
Sylvia drinks from her nose. Because why not?
Apparently she does. And, how Wander, he takes out his banjo, but apparently he doesn't have to sing every time he takes out his banjo, because sometimes he just plays it.
To relax, yeah.
And I love that.
I want a Wander
sing
soundtrack where just that banjo background music is in there, because that's just so relaxing, and I want to listen to it.
Yeah, I know. Just Wander playing the banjo for you.
You just meditate
And-
do it.
Oh my god!
What?
What?
Ignore me over here. Right now, I'm like freaking out about Ninjago. I'm like half not even paying attention to what you guys are saying. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
It's okay. Me and Sunny are here to hold the fort.
I'm so sorry, guys. Ninjago is just taking a big toll
It's okay.
for craziness right now.
It's okay.
So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Me and Sunny are holding the fort. And you know, snow and stuff, which I guess is like one of the reasons that I chose to at least show this episode. It's sort of like Christmassy, but it's not like Christmassy, because it was sort of like a Christmas episode, but not really, because you know, it's got snow and stuff.
Yeah, it has the snow, but it's not very Christmassy-like.
Yeah, but still, it does kind of like fit in with like, a Christmassy, like, theme of like, you know, like giving, like the whole show does that, like, you know, like giving and helping others and stuff, and
Yeah, but the changing weather was actually kind of like a theme, so Wander was seeing that the changing weather means that Wesley was changing. Boink, boink, yep.
You need I mention, like, the fork in the road, like, cave scene where it's like, you know, Wander's all like, and, My friend thought when he was doing the thumbs up thing that he was pulling the awesome face.
Yes. You're the Wesley.
Wesley, it's the evil, you deserve it.
Are we not going to mention Wander giving Wesley CPR, but he's literally going to make out with him?
Yes. I beautiful.
I beautiful.
Stand back, I'm not a doctor!
I'm just having fun is all. So, Wander, you were told to kiss him.
I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure nobody pointed it out. Like, he said it's an over 13, and I'm assuming that's referencing the year.
2013!
2013, I'm like, yeah, 2013 is the year the show came out. Well, I'll remember it now. It's embedded in the show.
The show is breaking the fourth wall, because Wander, first of all, Wander sang the ending credits to the Egg song!
Yes!
I was so
We
happy!
all freaked out! We knew there was gonna be a song.
I need that as my ringtone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We knew there was going to be a song in this episode because we saw Wander with his banjo in some of the promos, but we didn't know it was going to be that song.
Nope, but he did.
I was like, and speak of the devil, because I know a couple days prior to the little guy airing, somebody in the Wander tag on Tumblr wrote like 2 extra verses for that song, not knowing that there would be a more official full version coming out later.
Yeah, I was glad that it was like an extended version.
Yeah, it's kind of extended, but it still kind of like keeps the whole beat thing. If you're feeling down, if the darkness comes to creep in, if you're feeling down, just wander over yonder and turn your life around.
Oh,
AKA what happened to pretty much all of us. Just wander over yonder and turn your life around.
Oh, wander over yonder. Be sure to lend a hand. All your helpful, friendly good deeds.
Good deeds.
We'll spread across the land. All your helpful, friendly good deeds. We'll spread across the land. And then, like, I saw Sylvia, like sniffed at, like, during that part, so she was sad to see Wesley go. And then Wesley did the do-do-do-do-do. What?
Cute.
So cute.
But Wesley got a little star hat.
Oh yeah, he did. It was so cute, little star hat, yeah. What about, what? They actually held a funeral for Wesley.
Yeah, with a little statue. Wesley, he was one of the bad ones.
He was always a bad guy. And the hater cry was so cute though, like,
don't look at me!
Don't look at me! He had the cue cards and then he's like, we didn't know him so long. The people's like, we knew him for several years, sir.
And then in the end, and then at the very end, he was just like, boo hoo hoo, it's okay, hater, we miss him too. But who's Wesley? I'm talking about Wander and Sylvia are gone again.
Yeah.
He didn't care about Wesley being supposedly dead. No, he was just like, no, Wander and Hater are gone. Or not Hater, yeah, Wander and Hater. Wander and Sylvia.
And then the song.
Yep, the
Wesley,
song.
you're the best.
It was like, Wesley, you were the best.
The number one watchdog.
You are the number one watchdog, but nobody cares about you anyway.
Number one superstar, number one watchdog.
I like Wesley. He's cute. I didn't think I'd like him.
I did.
This better be worth it, peepers. I had a brunch today. 5 haters awesome.
4 haters
4
awesome.
haters awesome. 3 haters awesome.
2 haters awesome.
1 hater awesome.
And then when Wander and Sylvia Wander why don't you come with us? And Wesley's trying to decide where to go, and then he's like no, and then their faces were so sad. They're like, why, Wesley? And they get locked in jail. Stupid, unpredictable weather.
Yeah, and Wander's little sad face in that cell is at the same time
so cute. And then they break out eventually. So, let's move on to another subject. What else is there to talk about? I thought we were talking about the song, but what else were we talking about?
Oh yeah, I think we were talking about the song.
Yeah.
And how it's great and how it's like an extended version of the end credit theme. We've said this time and time again, and it's great. And also Wander himself is legitimately singing again. I don't think we saw that since, I don't know, the box? I don't know.
Box,
I mean, like,
what's in the box? Box,
a legitimate...
Sorry.
And even then, it wasn't really a lot of singing. It was more just like a little...
a legitimate... We haven't seen, a legitimate song since probably The Egg.
Yeah.
And...
I am so happy, though, because, in The Egg, his voice sounded really cool, but in this new episode, it sounded 10,000 times better, in my opinion.
Yeah. Jack McBrayer can sing. No matter what he says, he can sing.
You can sing, Jack, okay? You are amazing. And don't deny it.
Jack is a beautiful person.
Jack is the most amazing person in the whole wide world.
Beautiful person ever.
Yeah, he is a beautiful person. And somebody should draw, Wander in, Christmas sweaters, or, reenacting that Barnes & Noble
Yes!
Or...
Oh my god, that'd be great.
Oh my god, shut up, I'm taking that idea.
Wander in Christmas sweater, reading books on the Kindle.
I think that's that idea because I actually want to do something cool for the fandom.
Well, because Jack in that commercial went to Sweater Town, pretty much.
Yeah.
And Wander went to Hat Town, so it's canon.
I wondered. Oh yeah, it's making me. This actually doesn't have to do with the little guy. It actually has to do with the hat. When they put the hat underneath themselves, with the air, and Wander and Sylvia were both in Hat Town there.
I hope we get to go to Hat Town. That there is a legitimate Hat Town.
I know we'll try. I know we'll go to the Void at one point. We're all looking forward to the Void. We don't know when it airs, but hopefully it's going to be great.
Yeah, what the Void is going to be like is the question.
Yeah.
You know how the juicy drop pops that has that one little divoted end on the squeezing end? I just managed to chew that entire thing off.
I'm sorry, I burped.
I just used my teeth and in 10 minutes managed to chew that entire thing off.
Sorry folks, I had dinner already, so if I burp constantly, just ignore me. Cause I'm stupid.
Yeah. And back to the little guy.
Ow.
What do we talk about? Snow, that fire lion, he was really cool.
And the cobra bear.
The cobra bear. My friend, like I said, my friend and I, we were text chatting on Skype when the episode airs. And the minute that fire lion came on screen, she was like, Pryroar used Flare, because she's a big Pokemon fan. And she was like, it's a Pryroar, or whatever, because in case you guys don't know, Pryroar is the new Pokemon that's basically kind of like a fire lion. And she said that maybe she'll draw me a picture of a Pryroar with that fire lion at one point, so that'd be kind of cool.
Oh, cool.
And of course the fire lion, apparently his mane goes out, and he was talking like that, or I have too much dairy.
I don't get that joke.
It makes me all mad.
Whatever.
I don't know who voiced him. He sounded like, I know Fred Tatascore's listed in the credits, but I don't know who voices him.
Not sure. Have to check the credits.
Yeah. Anyway,
are we ever talking about how Sylvia could set a bomb? Cause, I know she's good at mechanics because in the Fugitives she was able to hotwire the ship, but could set a bomb? Dang!
Yeah. There's been a popular headcanon going around that Sylvia was a bounty hunter before she met Wander. And
I will approve of that, though. I think she's good whippery. I think she was in the army. I will assume that.
Even though my headcanon really doesn't pose her as anything, just the leader of her herd, that ties in. Once again, I'm mentioning Journey of the Star.
Yeah, my headcanon is that Sylvia's dad was in charge of the subordinate army, so she took on her ways of the military by her dad, so she kind of knows how to do that stuff. Basically learned it from her dad when she was a child, but that's my headcanon.
Yeah, we all have our own headcanons, but either way, just back to the notion of the Cobra Bear, because it seems like, he just, eats them and then we cut to the cave, but if you listen over to Wander and Sylvia talking, they tell you how they got out. Wander says something like, I know I can't keep anything down when I'm being tickled.
Yeah.
And apparently that's how they got him out. They had to tickle the Cobra Bear or something.
I
want to see...
That's
So because we hear a chomp, so it's implied that Cobra Bear ate Wesley, and then Wander and Sylvia had to tickle the Cobra Bear in order to throw up Wesley. That's what it's implied.
But that's so normal, though. The tickling. Most people be like, oh, let's cut them open. Yeah, let's tickle him. That's adorable.
It is.
Yeah, somebody should tickle Wander, because he seems like the guy who would, laugh really nicely, and Wander's giggle.
So tickle him, and he just squeaks so cutely, and it's adorable.
I think he does give off,
Zoe, I don't think you know the rule that you don't give me ideas like this, because I'm going to end up drawing it, and it's going to, in the end, kill Sunny.
But I think he does laugh a little bit. In The Prisoner, it's right before you see him pushing the buttons, you hear Wander give off a little laugh or whatever, and I really like it. It's really cute.
He's adorable.
Yeah, I know. Somebody should just splice together a bunch of clips.
I would do that. I would totally do that.
That would make everybody in the tag happy. When they have a bad day, they could just come on and listen to Wander laughing, and it's just like, oh.
Yeah, I know.
You just listen to Wander laughing, and it just brightens your day.
Yeah. Or just them having fun and exploring the galaxy. And that one shot in the little guy of Wander with his hand out on Sylvia has been used for a bunch of different desktop backgrounds, including one that I have made. And somebody was like, he's inviting his hand to come out and join us on our adventures, and it's gonna be so.
And someone made a picture of that where they're on the TV and then the hand is popping out in real life.
Hand pops out.
And the whole time of squeal, I squealed for 20 minutes. I was like, I want that to be me.
Yeah. Somebody should do that. It kind of reminds me of Back in the Good Deed when Sylvia stuck her hand through the bubble. Someone should do one of that too. I don't know. Instead of Wander's hand out, it's Sylvia's hand out. So one with both of them.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. There's actually one of the Facebook vectors where Wander has his hand out. He has his hat up, and he's taking your hand.
And he's got his pinky out when he's holding his hat. He's
such a cute little gentleman, and I love it.
Yeah, he is so cute. I just want a plushie of him.
I do too. I just want to hug him and squish him.
Me and Sunny were talking before we started recording. We were just randomly talking, and I brought up the idea of Wander plush and what what the cool Wander plushies could be if they ever made Wander plush, or at least Wander merch in general, what it could possibly be. And I came up with the idea of how cool it would be if there were talking Wander plushies, and if there was a Wander plush that responded to certain phrases when you talked to him. Because if you've ever gone to the Hallmark stores, they have an entire line of plush that it's a plushie that comes with a book, and if you read certain phrases in the book, the plushie will respond with a certain phrase. And how awesome it would be if they made a Wander one like that came with a book, and you read the book to him and he said stuff. And I was like, that would be so cute. Yeah.
I have something kind of like that, except you say certain phrases and he'll talk to you. I have a Despicable Me Gru doll that does that.
Yeah.
It should be a Wander plush that says that, or a Wander plush with a star that lights up, or a Wander plush with his banjo that actually sings.
We kind of meant a doll that kind of is now, Hallmark has these reading puppies and stuff, and when you say specific things, Yeah, if you say specific things, it starts to do things. Let's make it a thing.
Yeah, like a Wander one. We need a Wander one like that. That's exactly what I was talking about, the Jingle and the Bell Dogs.
Yes, we need all the Wander plushies. We just need them.
Yeah. And how, like, there should be, like, a Wander plush with a banjo that, like, sings.
Yes, and he sings
the idea.
he sings the egg song, which will be, like, yes, I would love that.
Yeah. Or at least just, like, never mind. A Wander plush that both sings and that tells stories, because I have an early Twilight Sparkle plushie that sings snippets from some songs, and she comes with 4 little books, and she'll, like, read the books to you. And there should be a Wander like that comes with books, and you could, like, read them or whatever. Either that, or there should be a Sylvia plushie that I came up with the idea, like, a Sylvia plushie that, like, is all, like, rough and tumble, and she'll talk if you, like, punch her or, like, pull her in certain places, and she'll be like, "Is that all you got, partner?" Like, "Rrr!" Like, a little fighting Sylvia.
Yeah.
That would be really cute. We're just giving the toy makers a bunch of ideas because
we need all the merchandise.
I really do want a Wander plush where the star in his hat lights up, though. That'd be super cute. Anyway, back to the episode.
I have a Mickey Mouse plushie, Sorcerer Mickey one he has a wand, and the wand glows up when you press it. So there was one Wander like when a star glows up. I love that.
Yeah, that'd be great. Like he talked and his star lit up, and that'd be great. And back with the episode, what else could we say about the episode?
I think we talked about everything, right?
Sonny, I thought you had...
I do! Hold on, let me see what else am I about to talk about. Let's see, we talked about that.
Because we planned this podcast out days in advance, don't we?
I wrote this down today, because I was so busy taking screenshots. Look how professional I am!
So not organized.
Look how professional I am, guys.
Look how professional we are.
Because I was busy taking screenshots of the little guy, because I have to wait till WanderCast, not WanderCast, Wander News gets the HD quality out for the little guy, and they had the 360p on Friday, so I was like, I need the HD quality, so Saturday comes out, and I was doing that, and then I went to bed, and then today I had to finish the rest of them, so I was like, oh wait, I have to take notes of the little guy for the podcast, so I just did them like 2 hours ago, I guess, I don't remember, but I wrote everything down, and I think we talked about most of the things that I wrote down. Yeah, we did. Most of them, yeah. So, let's see. What else is there to talk about?
I don't know.
Should we do...
Wesley being a cutie? I don't know. And then still trying to... My little bitty blaster!
I wrote that down, though.
We have a 30-minute episode here, and we can't even manage to get a whole, 60 minutes out of it.
Which is weird, because this is like a double-length episode. We should be able to get more out of it. And how Hater's ship is sentient, and how the watchdogs sleep in, little oven boxes.
Yes.
And how
Wesley gets this one way at the top, while the watchdogs get all the ones at the bottom.
Yeah.
And his has a little window, though the other ones don't seem to have a little window in them. Not that it looks like it.
Yeah. It's sort of foreshadowing at the beginning because he's the only one looking at the view, and it's sort of sees how at the end when he decides to apparently become a wanderer himself, and he gets his little star hat because apparently stars are the symbol of wanderers, maybe? I don't know.
Ah, what a view. And then Sylvie comes out with coffee.
And then Wander will be already up, they're all looking at the snow, and then they're silhouetted against the snow, and it looks so pretty!
And then Hater comes and ruins everything! Yeah. Like he did the greatest. No, instead of someone should put the audio for the greatest, because they're looking at it and it's wrong!
Yeah. And then, the tongue comes out once again, and then he said,
I knew he wasn't watchdog material.
And I was like, no, Wesley!
Wesley, no, go! And then Betrayal!
Medals that we don't want to have. The return of Hate's great best villain.
Taste cake, it's villain. Fix skate, needs villain. Taste cake, she's villain. Whatever.
Nice to know Hate's great best villain is still a thing.
Hate's great best villain.
I want that on a shirt. We need shirts that say Hate's great best villain.
Yeah, so it's their catchphrase.
And we need Hater hoodies, and we need
Okay.
We need like a Wander bed set. That'd be great. And now I'm back to talking about merch.
Cause why not?
What if
We
they
need
made like
all
actual,
the merchandise.
What if they made like actual Orbital bubbles?
That'd be awesome. And it's like, no, like inflatable ones that you can like run around in.
I mean like bubble juice that says like Orbital juice on it.
Oh,
That'd be great.
okay. I don't know why I said the inflatable thing. Cause you know, little bubble juice and bubble
Traveling the universe in a giant hamster
It's a
ball.
giant hamster ball, yes.
Like from Phineas and Ferb, like it comes. No, not from Phineas and Ferb. Darn, I'm from Gravity Falls. I'm getting my shows mixed
You can
up.
look, but you can't touch.
I don't even watch Phineas and Ferb. Anyway.
Who does
Look, but you
anymore?
can't touch. Everything is good. Well, Orbital bubbles are kind of like giant hamster balls when you think about it.
They are though, because they travel around in a giant bubble.
Yeah.
Oh, in this episode, they use the orbital juice in any way, right?
And they don't use the Orbital juice in the little guy. They're just on this one planet.
They just got there because they're there.
They go there, then they go on the ship when they get captured, and then they go back, and then they sing their song, and then they have their little fire. And
then, yeah, they just walk away from Wesley. It's like, do they go
Yeah.
in the orbital bubble? Do they just stay on the planet?
it ends with Wesley, though, so maybe they probably leave with the Orbital bubble on the planet at some point.
So what's gonna happen to Wesley now? Is he gonna go back? Is he gonna stay on the planet? What's gonna
He's
happen?
probably
to him?
going to help people maybe on the planet. I don't know. Because if he stayed with Wander and Sylvia, he knows that Hader is after Wander and Sylvia. So if he stayed with them, Hader would eventually track down Wesley as well. And he doesn't want to go back to Hader.
But Hader doesn't care about Wesley. He's like, I don't care about Wesley.
But if he sees one of his watchdogs are missing, he probably would want them back.
Yeah, because he still thinks he's dead. And then the next episode will come, and then they'll forget about Wesley, and then they all knew that he wasn't dead.
Yeah.
Because shows do that, though.
Yeah, continuity. I wonder if we'll see the Wesley statue at some point. Again.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw Captain Tim in this episode. That means continuity isn't completely out the window.
Yeah, they keep calling back to old episodes, like when you said that Wander, hey, the sandwich is kind of like from the picnic, when they drew the mustache on Wander, like from the bad guy, Captain Tim from the pet. I like all the continuity and throwbacks, like, cause it's it shows, like, an MLP, they'll wait till, like, season 2 or 3 to call back to old episodes. So I like the fact that they're giving us, like, little hidden Easter eggs, in a way.
Yeah. Like, Craig has said there is no overreaching arc to this series, but you learn a little bit more about each character in every episode, and maybe there are some continuity callbacks that really don't require you to see the first continuity, but for those who have been watching the series, it is a callback.
Yeah, it's definitely a callback. And this show's more about, like, learning themes than actual story and plotline. Like, most of the episodes, I've learned a lot of things that are good lessons for kids. Especially this episode, it mostly, like, there was a new episode of MLP, where Derry Dew came back, and she had to trust Rainbow Dash to help her. So this episode was about Wesley trusting Wander and Sylvia, so it was about trust in others.
Yep.
So I just love that the show is bringing these themes, and not, like, and it's subtle, though, so they're doing it well.
Yeah, it's nice and subtle. I like that. And it's got like this positivity that we really don't see in like other shows of this type, and I love it, and it's great.
Yeah, because not all other shows do it as well as Wander, I'd say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Although I really do want to see what like the next episode is, because at this point we don't know any of the new episodes yet. It looks like we might be in for another little hiatus because of like, you know, probably because of Christmas, because new episodes sometimes usually don't air around Christmas because everybody's with their family and stuff.
Yeah, like
so maybe
Cartoon Network is holding out on shows with new episodes during the holidays, so I assume that Disney Channel's gonna do the same, and Nickelodeon.
Yeah, it might not be until January until we get new Wander, which is kind of sad. Because I hope we get like listings for them soon. But to make up for it, this coming week at the time of recording, Wander is going to be premiering on Disney XD this week.
The Winter Wander what week?
Yeah, Winter Wander what?
What week? Just the way you said it.
It's going to be great. And they call Sylvia a horse again, which
why a blue horse?
You know. But who cares? showing on Disney XD, which is big because usually when a show sometimes becomes popular on Disney Channel, they'll show it on Disney XD. It'll be great because it's getting more awareness of the show out, because I know there's probably a whole other crowd of people that watch Disney XD but not Disney Channel itself, and they're finally starting to get to watching Wander. It's getting more of a bigger audience, and that means the show is getting popular, which is great because we want the show to be popular.
Well, I know that Gravity Falls didn't get on Disney XD till like a year when it premiered, so I
don't think it was a year, even though I don't...
End of the year?
I think it was 5 months after it premiered. I know it wasn't as early as they're doing it with Wander.
Early, it was later.
It was later than Wander. I think it was like 5 or 6 months. I don't know. I mean, I didn't keep up with Gravity Falls as it premiered.
But it's good to know that they actually might know that Wander might be a little more popular.
Yeah,
than,
which is great.
Other shows.
Because, Phineas and Ferb has been running since 2007, and Fish Hooks is ending soon, and that I don't know if it ever really got that popular. For one thing, it didn't get that much merch. But I think they know that Wander might be the next big animated Disney Channel show, and it's hopefully going to be, really great, because they know Craig McCracken has done great things in the past, and...
It'll be the next phase of Ferb.
Hopefully, yes. And I want Wander to be in a bunch of different plushies like Perry, and Wander being the next Perry little character that's always really cute. And
he'll be the next Stitch.
And the next Stitch. He needs to be the next Stitch.
And then we'll get merchandise, and then we'll get Disney Park attractions.
I want a Wander fur character more than anything.
I want a Wander Disney attraction. I talked about this in one of the WanderCasts, how I had an idea for, a Star Tours ass ride where you're riding a little Subornax with a giant screen, and you see Wander's your guide traveling around the universe. That's exactly what I want a Disney ride. Whatever they come up with, as long as it's a ride, it'll be great.
Yeah, that'd be great. It would be great.
And the fur character, of course, because I would love being Wander and hugging him and never let him go and just want to be there, and then I get taken off by security, and I would ask him to, I hope he'll sign autographs, and you can ask him questions like, oh, where's Sylvia? Or where's your banjo? And other
and have him
that.
Play the banjo and just be like, yeah.
I don't think they could. It's a fur character. I don't think they could play the banjo.
Air banjo.
Air banjo. That'd be cute. And then they could have a Lord Hater or a Peepers.
They probably could have a Sylvia. I mean, Sylvia does stand on 2 legs.
Yeah, and they do have Bullseye from Toy Story, so they could do that too.
Yeah, so maybe the Sylvia would have a longer neck, but
or they do what Phase of Ferb. They have the meet and greet characters, and they have this little thing where Perry pops out, like a pop out little character, and they point to him wherever he pops out, on this giant silhouette of the backyard. So they did that for Wander. They could have Sylvia in the back with a little silhouette. He could point to her and be like, "Oh, there's Sylvia back there," just walking, and yeah,
that'd be really cute. Doesn't Phineas and Ferb have some kind of parade at one of the Disney parks currently?
It doesn't have a parade. Oh,
like a street
actually,
show.
Disneyland Resort in Disney California Adventure, they have a little Phineas and Ferb street party.
That's what I meant. A street show.
Yeah, it's a street show.
How awesome it would be if Wander got into that street show, and because it's Phineas and Ferb. What if Wander was included? It's another Disney Channel show.
I don't know. I don't think Wander in those poppy songs, because Phase and Ferb is more about the poppy type of songs, and Wander Over Yonder is about the calm and band. I was thinking that there's a resort in Disney called Port Orleans Riverside, and if they had a Wander type little thing there where they had banjo playing contest, or they had a room that was all Wander or Fort Wilderness is another resort in Disney. They could have something Wander. They would have a themed Wander camp out where you could have the fur character come, because they have the Chip and Dale camp out thing that I did when I was younger, and they have little camp outs, little fire. They roast marshmallows. They do camp songs. They could have Wander do that. They could have cast members come and play banjo with Wander, and you could sing along to songs by the camp out. It'd just be so cute, though.
Great. That'd be great.
I got all these ideas for Disney Park stuff, because I'm a huge Disney Park fan, if you could tell.
Yeah. And then there's me, who's never been to a Disney park in my entire life.
Someday you will go.
Someday.
Someday I will take you all to Disney Park.
Anyway,
what were you guys talking about? I'm sorry, I turned off my microphone on the thing so I could watch something and not bother you guys.
we were talking about Wander being included possibly in the Disney parks in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, that would be a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yes, it would be a beautiful thing.
Beautiful thing. Yes.
Yeah. So, we're running on, I believe, an hour here, but I don't know if it may not be an hour because I know we paused somewhere along the line.
Not an hour yet.
We've only gotten to an hour and 16 seconds on the group call itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is there to talk about? Let's see.
We can talk about other fandoms because that's all I can talk about right now. And I know other podcasts do it a little bit.
I don't know.
All I can talk about is Ninjago, so and nobody really cares about that because it's such a small fandom. So, talk about My Little Pony.
Yeah.
At least it's close enough.
The only thing to talk about My Little Pony with me is that Dairy Dew came back, which she's my favorite pony. I like all the basics, but Dairy Dew is my favorite pony, background pony, I guess. But she, so happy that she came back, and now I'm ready to dash to Dairy Dew. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done with that.
All I basically am thinking about is the box from the premiere and being like with Wander and the box.
What's in the box? Box, fellow, they jock. I know Heia's into Legos. What if they had Wander over Yonder Legos?
That would be great.
Oh my god, they would look so weird. Have you seen the Ninja Turtle Legos? Like, Ninjago Legos look okay because, one, the show is all Lego shaped, and that's what we're used to seeing. We're not used to seeing them as different shapes, like full human forms, like in Ninja Turtles. But, like, imagine Wander, how are they gonna make it work? And no, I don't want that.
They made Phineas and Ferb work. They have Phineas and Ferb Legos. I've seen the store.
You know what I think I would really like? I've said it time and time again, Wander Funko Pop.
Yes. I also want Wander Vinyl-mations because I love
and Wander Funko Pop and Vinyl-mation.
Everything.
Yes, that would be great.
All the
like figurine sets and stuff. And that would be the greatest thing ever.
Yes.
We want like Wander merch and we want it.
We want it now.
Hopefully soon. Every time I'm going into like a store that sells toys recently, I get upset because there's no Wander merch because I keep trying to look for Wander stuff, then I realize, oh right, the show's too young. There's nothing of it yet. And I'm like, I get myself upset. I'm like,
I just wish I want a Wander plushie.
One day we'll have Wander.
One day more. Sorry.
Maybe not one day more, but maybe sometime, hopefully by sometime next year, we'll have Wander stuff provided the show is like popular, which I hope it does, and we probably know it will. Because I have faith in this show, because the last time I got obsessed with the last two times I got obsessed with a Disney Channel animated show, it ended badly. Well, it ended badly in terms of merch. I mean, the shows never really got that far.
What show are you talking about?
The two shows in question were American Dragon Jake Long and The Buzz on Maggie, both of which I got obsessed with, but never really got that far.
You know, it's kind of weird, because even a show like, and now I'm bringing up a really old show that nobody really knows anything about, called Ozzy and Drix.
I know about that show.
It had the same characters as the guys from Osmosis Jones, but it was in a different person, and it was an animated TV show.
Yes, I saw that show. Yeah, I used to love that show.
I never watched
3D, but they even had merch. Because you can buy Osmosis Jones figurines and stuff, and it was like, that's kind of surprising, because I know American the Jake Long show, I always mess up the name.
Yeah.
But even I never really watched the show, but I knew it was pretty popular, and I'm surprised it didn't have that much merch, if it had any at all.
Jake Long, I think, had 2 tie-in video games, and that was it.
Oh, that sucks.
I thought it had McDonald's toys.
Man, what if Wander has a tie-in video game?
Did you see, someone made an 8-bit version of the theme song? I saw the tag. It was amazing.
Like, yes, finally.
I want a game so badly where like...
Yeah, what if there was like a Wander game for like the DS or like 3DS?
I don't have a DS though.
Adventure Time has 2 video games. I can't, now the Wander of Yonder fan is not as big as the Adventure Time fandom, but I don't have any, fear that it won't become as big.
I want it to be big.
I know.
It's gonna become big, and I know, it'll take a while for people to notice it. Again, new. And a lot of people, some people will take, they'll have, adults watching it, and they'll take those reviews and stuff of the adults saying, oh no, it's stupid looking, or this or that. And it's people will read what the big names say, so if a show, that's kind of how I've seen most shows will become popular depending on what the big name companies and big name this, big name that say about it.
Yeah, because Steven Universe is still new, and I was a huger fan of than us, though.
Huger.
It's kind of, I don't know.
It's
I know Steven Universe.
Steven Universe also has I think, she also a storyboard artist for Adventure Time, and she also wrote some of the songs for Adventure Time.
Also,
so.
look, Steven Universe is airing on Cartoon Network, and you obviously know Cartoon Network has a lot more respect, per se, backing up their cartoons, which means they can publicize them a lot more. Unlike Disney Channel, which doesn't really tend to publicize their animated shows that much.
And also the fact that they show that at 8 o'clock. They show Wander Over Yonder at 9, when 9 o'clock is usually when some younger children will go to bed.
Yeah.
It's a Friday night.
It's a Friday night.
Yes, but even I had to go to bed at 9 o'clock on a Friday night when I was younger.
Well, it depends.
And then there's also the fact that, with Cartoon Network, how they air Steven Universe, it's Adventure Time at 7 o'clock, 7:30 it's regular show, and then Steven Universe after that. So they had 2 of their biggest TV shows ever aired first, and then those viewers that were watching that are still in tune and tuned in and stuff for the Cartoon Network and stuff, and Steven Universe comes on right after that. So yeah.
Yeah, because Disney Channel doesn't have many cartoon shows anymore. They only have Phineas and Ferb, and that premieres after Wander, I think, right, or something like that.
So people don't have to watch the entire Wander Over Yonder episode to get that. If they would air, honestly, I think if they would air Phineas and Ferb, and once Gravity Falls comes back, Gravity Falls before Wander Over Yonder, people would stick around to watch Wander Over Yonder because they'd be like, I have nothing else better to do, so.
Well,
that might get more views.
Well, they don't air animated shows before Wander. They air, I believe, Ant Farm, Jessie, and Dog with Blog before Wander, which, if I'm not mistaken, are well, we may not like them, but apparently they're big shows in terms of the channel. So apparently, like Jessie and Ant Farm, those are big shows on the channel. And if we got fans watching those, they may stick around for Wander afterwards.
Well, I'm thinking that because Dog with Blog premieres before Wander, and Dog with Blog is stupid, pretty much.
As far as I know, Ant Farm and Good Luck Charlie and stuff, and all those shows don't get new episodes until Sunday. So I do know Jessie, I think, gets some new episodes on Fridays.
Jessie and Dog with Blog get new episodes.
Dog with Blog, I'm very surprised that it's popular.
It's not. It's not popular.
It's cheesy, I'll admit. Dog with a Blog is cheesy, but it's cause I've been obviously, watching it cause, it comes on before Wander, and it's cheesy, but it's a weird, good kind of cheesy. The dog is cute, I'll give it that much.
Yeah.
The dog is cute, I'll give it that much, but I guess that's...
It's like Teen Beach Movie. It's a movie it's cheesy, but it's fun cheesy,
Yeah, that's sort of it's not all bad. I mean, it's cheesy.
Most of the TV shows, the reality shows, are kind of cheesy in their own way, but it's the kind of entertaining, but I want to wait till my favorite shows on kind of fun. Cause when I used to wait till, when I used to have football games and marching band, I had to watch Wander at 12 a.m. in the morning. I had to wait till when Dom and Blah be on like at 11 p.m., I'm like, I'm tired, I'm gonna watch Wander, then I'm gonna go to bed, but now I can watch it at 9, but I still have to wait till like Dom and Blah and all the others are done, like premiering and stuff.
Yeah. I just hope Disney treats it well because, I know Steven Universe came out last month, and I'm surprised that it seems to have a bigger fandom than Wander, despite the fact that it's in Wander. It's actually, I'll admit it, it's actually annoying me. I'm like, oh, why?
And also could be the fact that Steven Universe has had, yes, Wander of Yonder has had a major, major hype for a long time, but Steven Universe, again, it's appealing to some fans of Adventure Time, and Adventure Time is a really big frickin' fandom, like huge worldwide fandom. It's about as I like to say it's probably bigger. It's probably as big, if not bigger, than the Homestuck and probably the Doctor Who fandom.
Yes,
and Doctor Who is huge. But anyway,
I would agree with that.
But Steven Universe had that outlet with Adventure Time because a lot of Adventure Time fans are watching this because again, Adventure Time, Cartoon Network, it's all on the same channel, and no, I'm not saying Wander of Yonder is not trying to appeal to an older audience, but it kind of almost seems as it's trying to appeal to a younger audience. Steven Universe and Adventure Time appeal to an older audience, which could also be half the reason why, with me seeing that Wander of Yonder is appealing to a little bit of a younger audience, because that's kind of what Disney appeals to, a preteen, younger age people.
Yeah.
But that may also be a blessing in disguise, because if it appeals to the younger audience are the people that, we don't really, see on Tumblr because, Tumblr usually has an older audience, but the younger audience, the one that usually gets swept under the rug and under our eyes, like the little kids that may, still be watching Wander, they're the kind of people that would, buy toys for this show because, if they're kind of demographic that would buy toys, so if it gets popular with a younger demographic, we may expect...
in Star fandom, with the younger kids, how you see all these little kids running around with Phineas and Ferb shirts?
Yeah, because if it does it with Wander, because if it does it with Wander, those little kids are more prone to buy merch of their favorite shows, which means if it does appeal to both a younger, quite a bit of an older audience, but also a bit more of a younger audience, we may be more prone to get merch, plushies and toys and stuff, which obviously that we want. Which is obviously what we want. A lot of people say the Face and Ferb appeals both to adults and kids, but I don't think that. Face and Ferb's more about to kids, and Cartoon Network shows are mostly appealing to older audience because Cartoon Network is like that. Most of the shows are regular show, Adventure Time, Steven Universe, mostly are appeal to older audiences. As for Disney, Face and Ferbs, Fish Hooks, Gravity Falls, and Wander are all appealing to little kids because it's Disney. Their target audience for Disney is definitely little kids. Because they'll buy merchandise and they'll watch kids shows. Disney Junior is for the little kids and little babies, but they'll want the merchandise. Yeah. That's because they always make a bunch of merch for the Disney Junior shows because they know that people will buy it.
Nickelodeon and Disney Channel appeal to a younger audience, and Cartoon Network, and I don't care what anybody says, just because their shows are rated Y7 doesn't mean they're for 7-year-olds.
They're
Cartoon Network. Steven ran around buck naked in one of the episodes, pretty much the entire episode.
They get away with everything. They can get away with any kind of jokes they can. It's just how, but they can do it anyway.
But Cartoon Network is meant for an older audience. I don't care what anybody says. It's meant for an older audience.
But either way, we can all hope that Wander, no matter how it does it, Wander can become successful somehow, because that's what we hope. We hope that Disney is treating it right, by airing it on Disney XD this week, and giving it all these, with the hat and the theming that week, and all the bumpers.
And I heard somewhere it said that if Cartoon Network would have picked up Wander Over Yonder, it would have been treated better.
That's what I heard too. I was going to say that Cartoon Network was supposed to pick up Wander at one point, but Craig left Cartoon Network to work for other things.
Yeah, Craig left Cartoon Network in 2009, probably due to creative differences and the fact that he ended Foster's in around 2009.
Yeah, he didn't like the way
came on too, so he.
Yeah, what happened was when I read on Wikipedia, I did a research thing for cartooning, and what I read about Craig McCracken was he left because he didn't like the way Cartoon Network was going this new turn of appealing to older audiences, so he decided to work for Disney instead.
Yeah.
Which actually is a smart move, though, when you think about it.
Yeah.
Even though I do like some shows on cartoon like Steven Universe and Adventure Time.
Adventure Time, regular show, Steven Universe, and Ninjago, which I'm still surprised that they air Ninjago on Cartoon Network, because originally it was airing on Nickelodeon, but Cartoon Network took it up, and I'm like a little surprised, but yet I'm really happy that they took it up, because the new season, it started airing in Canada, and like the fandom's been freaking out because we want to get it now, because we were told we were going to get it on the 18th of December, but apparently that's false. We're not getting it now on the 18th of December, and that really ticked us all off, because we've been waiting since March for this new season, so we're like freaking the heck out. But like, we're getting really crappy recordings of it, like some kid holding his camera phone or whatever up to the screen and taking video of it, and we're seeing the new episodes and stuff that aired in Canada, and we're realizing it's a lot darker this season than it was the past two seasons, because there's a lot of like, within like the first two episodes, we already know one character is possibly dead, and then we got to watch a bunch of like electronic droids fall to the ground and die. So
meanwhile, in the Gravity Falls fan, we have to wait 1 year for a new season, and while the total drama fandom, we're freaking out because all of the old cast is dead, and we have to wait for a new cast, and we're all freaking out.
Well, no, we don't. Yeah, they're supposedly. I have to believe that they're alive. I don't know.
Am I the only one that's not in a fandom that's not freaking out? I would say MLP, but MLP just came back, so...
Are you a Homestuck?
No.
Oh, then you're not freaking out.
Yeah.
You're not into Ninjago. You're not into Total Drama Island, and I don't know of any other fandoms that could possibly be freaking out right now.
There are so many fandoms who are just crazy. Even the Frozen fandom is like freaking out over an animation smear. Why?
What?
There's like these two animation errors that the Frozen fandom found, and everybody's freaking out about it.
That's dumb. I'm sorry.
Can we get back on topic to Wander, maybe?
But no, wait, are you part of the Gravity Falls fandom?
Sort of, I guess. I mean, I waited until the season was over and I watched all 20 of them, but I haven't seen the shorts yet.
But then I guess that means you're also not a fandom that's freaking out, because Gravity Falls is freaking out about not getting their new episodes until next year.
Yeah. We don't even have an air date when Gravity Falls comes out.
Oh, that sucks, man.
I watch Gravity Falls, but I don't know if I would consider myself part of the fandom. I mean, I like the show, but I don't like as much as I like, like Wander or Ponies or something. I think my list would be Wander, my list from most liked to not so most liked. It would be, Wander would be on top, followed by Ponies, followed by Gravity Falls.
Mine would be Wander, Steven Universe, Gravity Falls, and MLP.
I
actually haven't watched Steven Universe yet.
You should. It's so good.
I don't feel like I want to devote myself to another show because I've already sold my soul to Wander Over Yonder. So,
well, Wander Over Yonder is a show I worship like Jesus, but still, the other shows I watch aren't as. I don't get so excited to see them as much as I do in Wander.
I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out at some point. I don't know.
My current, and this is very, 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 at this very, very moment, because switches around a lot, but my top 3 cartoons I'm really, really worried about right now are Ninjago, Steven Universe, and Wander Over Yonder is in 3rd place right now. I really love the show, but it kind of takes a back burner when some things come forth. If Adventure Time has a thing going on, or Ninja Turtles, I'm not really worried about Ninja Turtles right now, surprisingly, but then, Ninja Turtles, Ninjago, and Adventure Time are the 3 fandoms that if something else happens, Steven Universe and Wander Over Yonder, and they all go to the back burner for that, because those are my fandoms.
Right, yeah, I understand that.
But,
The Wander fandom is like, it changed my whole life. I used to not do RP until Wander. I used to not post in a fandom until Wander. I used to not do fanfiction until Wander. I never used to draw until Wander. Wander has changed my whole life, and that's why I love it so much.
Yeah.
I've done everything I've never done on Tumblr before because of Wander.
yeah, include this podcast, which all three of us have never done a podcast before, so, yeah.
Which I feel bad about because I'm kind of putting this podcast on the back burner too, and I'm really sorry about that.
Well, it's okay.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
It's okay. I can bring it back. So, this was, I guess we kind of went off topic a lot, but this was the best we could do, I guess, on the little guy, which, highly anticipated. Turned out to be really, really good. Apparently Sunny is trying to rank it above the bad guy, which is...
It's so hard though, because they said bad guy, they drew a mustache on Wander in the episode, so but the bad guy had to talk, and it's just I can't decide, because they're both, because the bad guy and the little guy, and it's gonna fight, and it's gonna be hard.
It's like I went up to, it's like if I went up to your face and started saying, Wesley or Wander, Wesley or Wander, Wesley or Wander.
No, it was a highly anticipated episode, but we still had to figure out what to do for 30 minutes of the podcast because we meant to finish talking about it early.
We should have all just burst into song.
No, we're saving that for another time. We're saving that for another time. Should we tell them about that?
Yes, we should. Okay, so we might be doing a special Christmas type pod. We just do Wander related stuff that involves Christmas. We will do Wander Christmas carols. We will just talk about anything Wander related. We might do a live stream and have a question and answer if we want to do that.
Yeah, that could be
anything,
cool.
just random.
Just randomly
anything.
singing Wander songs and Wander Christmas music. Yeah, we should be doing because we're probably in for a bigger hiatus because the latest episode just aired and we don't have confirmation of the next episode. It might not be.
We're having synopsis or totals for anything else right now.
Yeah, so there's probably a big hiatus.
It's taking the shows are taking the famous holiday break. So,
yeah, because they might show holiday specials on Disney Channel, movies and stuff, because I know they're doing it right now. Because right now they're showing The Little Mermaid on Disney Channel. Yeah. I have my computer on, I have my TV on mute, but I am watching it right now, so yeah.
Wait, since when is Little Mermaid a holiday TV show? Or movie?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's just a special presentation of it they said on Disney Channel. Cause it's a popular movie.
Yeah,
so
I mean it is its 25th anniversary or something.
I don't even talk about it. In my one class, we literally for 30 minutes. We're supposed to be focusing and being it's a college level class in high school, but we're supposed to be all mature, but we literally sit for 30 minutes for Disney princesses.
Hater is the real Disney princess.
Oh my god.
The Let It Go hater version is perfect. So Let It Go.
Maybe sometime
For 30 minutes about Little Mermaid on Friday. So
yeah.
Provided we can get this podcast up in time, because at the time of this recording, we still need to get our previous episode online. So
we're all busy.
We're gonna try and have it up online in 2 days or whatever. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Ahead in the game. But
provided we can get stuff up on time, we might do a random holiday episode in order to fit the hiatus. So be on the lookout possibly for that. We might announce it on our Tumblr. Anyway, the guy was great as always. Of course, I have to give my ending thing where I sum it up. This episode was great as always, and we love it and can't wait for new episodes.
Yep.
Did you guys really just ignore that?
What'd you say?
What did you say?
I ignored my joke. I said I gotta get my head in the game.
Oh.
High School Musical jokes are always
yes.
fun. Wildcats!
Get ahead in the game! We're all in this together. Okay, no.
Well, it technically is a distant cousin of Wander because it is on Disney Channel.
What was that one thing that everybody on Tumblr is going around and screaming? It's what team? Is that it?
WanderCats!
What team? WanderCats! What team? WanderCats!
WanderCast!
What team? WanderCast!
WanderCast!
WanderCast! Get your head in the game!
WanderCast! There's only one Wander!
Yes,
I don't know.
There's only one Wander!
I don't know. to say. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm really annoying.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry.
not.
We're all going off. We're all going off our rocker now. So I guess this means it might be
Off
time
my
to
rock.
wrap this
What
up.
are you
It's
talking
9
about?
o'clock, okay? We are doing this at 9 o'clock.
Oh crap! I gotta get off so I can go feed the dogs.
So I guess it's best that we wrap this up now since we're all going off our rocker.
Sure.
So, be on the lookout for stuff in the future, from us, hopefully. Keep track on, I think, our Twitter and our, Tumblr, which I think Sunny has been
Facebook
modding.
is, yeah.
Anyway,
Tumblr.
Little Guy was great as always. Of course, I have to say that because every episode of Wander is great, no
amazing.
matter what. Amazing!
And there will be another, 2-part episode, which might be the finale episode, maybe?
Yeah. The finale, possibly, although we don't know. We'll climb that mountain when we get to it.
Which might be next year.
So,
We need. I'm gonna say one thing though. We need more feels.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's been a while since we had
Hopefully we get more
feels.
feels.
I think the last time we had feels was the pet episode.
When Wander was
Does the
trying
little guy
over.
count? I don't know.
What?
Never mind.
Cause the look I didn't have much feels, like, I didn't really cry as much as I did, like, in the pet.
When Wander was crying over his.
Yeah.
There were some people who cried during the little guy, but probably not us. Anyway, the season isn't even halfway over, so hopefully we'll get some more feels in the upcoming episodes.
Yes, please.
Because they probably will because we have to get that thing out for that event we should set a date for it. Like, we should just do it now while we're on the podcast. Set a date for when we want to do it. I'm thinking probably next Saturday.
Huh, well, yeah, we could do that. Are we all gonna be
Maybe.
Are we all gonna be available then?
So is it just
Let's
like
put them on a date now. We need to put them all on
Yeah.
a date now if they want to actually come and see that, which I don't know how many people actually listen to our podcast. So, optimism.
why don't we just we can announce it on our Tumblr page when we do, I guess.
It's just easier to do it now because I'm going to
Yeah,
forget.
so let's see, when can we do it?
Maybe we should do next Saturday or the Saturday after
This
that.
Saturday? Let's see. Well, I don't have any this Saturday.
This Saturday's the 14th. Next Saturday's the 21st.
Actually, I have, my last day of school's on the 20th.
Wow.
My last day of school's on the 20th too for this.
This coming week for me is finals week, and after this week, I am free for pretty much. I am free until January 22nd.
Dang!
Yeah, we get a huge. I'm in.
20 seconds, man!
I am in college,
Lucky.
and college has an intersemester break, which means a big break between the 2 semesters. So sometime maybe this Saturday or next Saturday.
I can do it this
I'm going to
Saturday.
say the 14th is probably a better day because the 21st, I can't do it on the 21st because I have a Christmas party to go to with on my mom's side.
Okay, so I guess
okay,
the
so we can
14th
do-
it is because
14th
you guys have to remember to remind me.
Yeah, that'll probably, we could set up a live stream and have people come and ask us questions if we want.
We gotta get an live stream up though because if we gotta get a live stream up like who was it that did that live stream after the little guy?
Oh, Watchdog Radio. They do it all the
Oh,
time.
not Watchdog Radio. The other people, the ones where they were talking and stuff, and it was 2 girls and a boy.
Fill in the void?
Oh, Billy the Void, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was them. They were talking and stuff and doing stuff. We need to get that version because if we use the new version of live stream, it will only limit us to the people whose live stream accounts.
Oh.
And we can't do a join.me because it doesn't have audio, and that only limits you, unless you want to pay, that only limits you to 10 people.
Yeah, so that won't work. So we'll have to figure out live streams.
Yeah, we
So
can
at least I think either one of you two have a live stream account because I don't.
I do,
And
yes.
somebody can figure out how that works because I think if one does the Skype call, it'll come through on somebody else's computer and just do the live stream. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll probably work out
Yeah.
fine.
We'll figure something out. So probably this Saturday.
Yeah, so this Saturday the 14th.
And if we'll keep a lookout on our Twitter and our Tumblr because if we need to change the date, if we can't figure out how to get it working within this week or the next, Yes.
Yeah.
Saturday it is.
Friday the 13th is this week, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It is.
So Saturday the 14th it is.
I have a thing to do.
so-
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
And now, for real this time, I'm Cody.
And I'm
And
Sunny.
we are, for now,
We're
also,
a podcast, and we are very disorganized.
yes, and we are very disorganized. There's only one
There's only one Wander. No, wait, there's only one Wesley.
Wander.
There's only one.
There's only one Wesley, I mean Wander.
There's only one WanderCast.
There's only one Wander!
Yes!
We need mental help.
Guys, what would you think if we renamed ourselves There's Only One Wander, just a podcast? And
No, I like Wander.
is fine.
WanderCast is
But our
beautiful.
tagline should be, our
Our
tagline should be
tagline.
There's only one Wander.
There's only one Wander. Yes. That should be our tagline.
It's like,
It's
it's like
awesome.
Mickey Mouse like at Disney World's like, see you real soon. That's like that.
Yeah, there's only one Wander.
Yay.
Yay!